Hello, my weary Cowboy fan. Welcome. We've seen that show before. What's left to look forward to? Why this is going to be the worst 2 months of Jerry Jones ownership and all of the things you need to know about your Dallas Cowboys. Today's Cowboys DLLS Podcast starts. Meow. Welcome in, everybody, to today's Cowboys DLLS podcast. It's good to see you guys. The Cowboys lost. I don't know if you saw.
What?
Yeah, Cowboys lost. But I am really excited about what's going on in the chat before the show even starts.
I don't like what's going on in the chat. These are all your people.
These are my people.
These are all your people.
My people are here. Everybody wants the ice tank. We're ready to lose, baby. So it was great. I had a great time last night. Aisha can vouch. I was very much pulling for Houston. And every time that it was too close or the Cowboys made a play, I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to get draft picks. Aisha's yelling when the Cowboys mess up. I'm cheering. It was interesting.
You're such a hater.
But welcome. I'm not a hater. I'm trying to win. To win, you have to lose.
You gotta put pop-up in.
And you gotta put pop in.
Who are you?
My name is Jeff. Next to me is former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holly.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
A man that goes to sleep with an itchy anus wakes up with smelly fingers.
Yep.
You know that saying?
Yeah.
Where's that saying from?
From having an itchy butt. And if you do, because what you do is you end up doing something, you scratch. Now you got stinky finger. The Cowboys are the stinky finger.
Better watch that tater.
Next to Jesse is the greatest beat writer in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, Clarence Hill.
If you want to win, put pop. Making me sick, Jesse. It's too early. The Cowboys made us sick last night. You made us sick this morning talking about itchy anuses. I mean, come on, man. Is it anuses? Can I say that?
Ani?
Ani? Is it? It's too early this morning.
Hey, wash your butt.
It does get washed, dude. You don't want to. I mean, I don't have to relate to itchy anuses.
Take care of your ani. It's important. Get it checked out.
It's on you, Aisha.
Yes, and also our
It's
X's
me.
and O's queen, Two Eyes, and
Hi.
Aisha Morrison.
They start early today.
He's so extra.
I'm not
Right,
loud
Silver.
enough.
He's so extra.
They're saying Aisha's mic's not on.
I'm never
on?
loud enough.
She just doesn't.
She just doesn't talk loud enough.
talk loud.
I'm
Say it
speaking.
with your chest.
I'm speaking with my.
Say it with your chest.
That's why you'll notice, because especially if we're in the other studio where the chairs, the way that they're facing, like Clarence doesn't mean to just talk at all times when Aisha's trying to talk. He just doesn't hear her because
I
we
don't
don't
hear
have
her.
headphones on, so he just doesn't know.
I'm
her.
trying.
Plus,
Don't hear her.
Clarence is
I can put some bass in my
a
voice.
little older than some,
Wow.
so his ears might.
I was so
My
concerned for
ears are
you last
good.
night
Why?
because it was late and
Girl,
you
you better
need
see
to
this.
get your rest
Stop
as
it.
a senior.
Stop it.
You do need your rest, and it's not because you're seniors.
It's
Because
because he
we
got
need
a
our rest.
spirit.
Stop it.
Because we all need
Stop
our
it.
rest.
Stop it.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I might be a D today.
Mm.
I'm sleepy.
Okay.
Well, I had to finish watching Cross when I got home,
What?
and then I couldn't get to sleep. I fell asleep at like 3:45.
I had to go by the bar, have a drink.
Jeez. I don't feel bad
now,
for him no
now
more.
you want to. This is
I don't
why
feel
you don't
bad.
beat the allegations of people saying that you're alcoholic.
Yeah.
And
this
Everyday
is- this
drink
is-
is not alcoholic. I mean, y'all
At
need to
2
stop
o'clock-
that.
The game was over at when you get done with your post game duties.
See, first of all,
It's legitimately 12:30, 1
yes,
o'clock.
and I have people in town. I got people. I'm a social person. I got to make connections.
Okay.
They were like, "Hey, let's get a drink after the game and connect." You got to do that.
All right.
Yeah, he's,
I mean,
he's
I-
networking.
My job is in the streets. You know, I work corners, okay, like the wire. You know, it's not a corporate thing. I got to meet people where they are.
Save
And
those
you had,
souls.
And you had brown liquor?
I definitely had bourbon.
Yeah.
It was time to have a bourbon.
No, I thought you might have.
Had some Houston people in town from Houston. They weren't ready to go home. We had to have a drink.
Yeah, you went and celebrated. 'Cause
Celebrate.
everybody got the result that they wanted. Houston wanted to win.
Here he goes.
Dallas.
Starting.
It's hashtag tank for Travis. It's hashtag Joe Hoyt's over in the corner. He is back. Ask for Ashton. Be asked for Ashton.
What?
Be asked for Ashton. Like, it's about getting good players in here because we don't have any. I'm sorry, we don't have enough. We have good players. We don't have enough good players. And so these losses are important. And so I would like to express my appreciation
What?
for all of the great effort that the Cowboys put out by losing.
Mhm.
What happened? What was the funny thing?
I was laughing because Clarence said, "I be on the corner. My work is in the streets."
Yeah.
And y'all didn't call him on none of that. Y'all
What's wrong
Because
with
it's
that?
true.
That's true. I worked at the Star Telegraph. I was not the known paper. I had to get my stuff out the dirt.
right.
Okay,
Out
We
the-
and we
out the mud.
respect him
out the
for it.
mud,
Not the dirt.
Well, it didn't rain.
the mud, the
It didn't
rocks,
rain a lot back then.
Yeah.
everything.
I had to get it out
I
the
had
dirt.
to get it
You
out of
gotta
there. You know, I had to work them
Out
corners.
the mud.
Did.
You
Work the
gotta
corners
get it
like
out
the wire,
mud.
baby.
All right, let's talk
Like the
about
wire,
this dang
more like that. You know
loss.
what I'm saying?
I
You
got-
giving it up. You giving it up for a story, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
work the corners.
You're
What you
doing
got,
some,
host?
you're doing some Omar stuff. Oh, I told you, I'm not professional today, so I like just interacting with all of the chat.
I know they killing
Clarence
me.
is afraid of Jerry Jones, and so is Jeffrey.
Mm.
But you look up the last 7 Jerry rants. No one has disrespected Jerry more in the last 2 months than me, and I don't even mean to. It's just an accident because he's so incompetent. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to run stuff when you're 80 something. It just doesn't make any sense because he obviously doesn't know what he's doing.
Wow. Age discrimination.
I do
it's
age.
ridiculous.
I do age discriminate. Like, I would love to take, like, Jerry. I'd love for him to stay in the guest room. I'll bring him breakfast and stuff. Like, I'll take care of you.
I mean, y'all do age
But your brain
discrimination
doesn't
every
work,
day,
Huh?
right here.
Right.
We properly.
Imagine what
No.
Clarence is going to be in 22 years.
Y'all do age discrimination every day.
22
Sees every
days.
time I'm supposed to go to bed at midnight. What are you talking about?
He's not going to
I
make
care
words in
about-
22 years.
I care about you and your mental and emotional.
My
and
mental
physical
is good. My
well-being.
mentals are good. My mentals are good. What your boy Marshawn said about the mentals?
Take care
Take
of
care of
your.
your mentals and your chicken.
And your chicken.
Don't
Take
forget
care
your
of
chicken.
Your
I
chicken.
need to get my chickens up now.
All
Shout
that
out to the
chicken.
That's why I'm
Cowboys.
hitting all DLS.
All right,
Bacon
y'all.
chickens last night.
What we got?
Vance is in the super chat. Not to get political, but the Dems should come to Dallas. They know how to make an 80-year-old step down.
Oh, y'all going to jail. Don't say
We're
that.
not gonna do that, man.
They're not gonna do that today.
We're not doing that, man. We can't
So
talk about
on the
that.
loss.
You're going to get us in trouble.
I mean, it was just another, depending on where you are, I legitimately am now good at, I've been trained over the years. I've trained myself up. I'm legit really good at tanking. Like, I can flip the switch. And when the Cowboys do bad things, I get happy. And when they do good things, I don't like it. Because I'm legitimately wanting them to lose every game so that they can be better. Because it's a weird place to be in. But this season was over with 10 weeks left in it.
Okay,
It was over.
You said the season's over. How about this? I was eating prime rib, right after kickoff. I was
didn't
trying
have
to
to
get my
tell
last piece of prime rib in the Cowboys press box.
Yeah.
Is that,
And then
is that on or off the corner? You eating that prime?
No, that
rib?
was in the press box.
Oh, okay.
I was in the press
Just
box.
checking.
That was
We had
after he
prime
got
rib
out
at
of the
Jerry
mud.
prime rib in the press
dirt.
box.
The
And
dirt.
they kicked the ball off. Now all I hear is somebody going to the house. First play.
Oh, yeah.
What were y'all thinking when the first play
tell you the
went
best
to the
part?
house? I'm like, what the hell?
So I'm used to a Sunday night or a Monday night game in my head. I'm like, kickoff is what? Listed as 7:15, so it'll actually happen at like 7:20 or whatever. And we ended the pregame show like right at 7:15 or 7:15 and change.
Right.
The TV wasn't on yet.
What?
And somebody had seen on Twitter, they're like, Nico Collins already scored. And I'm like, the game hadn't started yet. What are you talking about?
We were so confused.
So I didn't even see that play.
What?
I just somebody had to tell me because we had to walk from where we broadcast 12 steps to the steps, up the steps, turn on the TV. By the time I got the TV on, that play had already happened and we moved on with our day. I never even got to see
Okay,
it.
but then, it's funny. You give up that
It better
play.
be funny.
You give up that play.
It better be funny.
Listen,
It better be
you
funny.
give up that play,
It better be
right?
funny.
They call it back because of penalty,
Very funny.
and they do it again 3 plays later.
Yeah, that's funny. Could
That's
be.
funny.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like it was too easy. Like, okay, here. Okay, you didn't like that? Here.
No, but what was
It was too easy.
What was funny on the Nico touchdown that got called back was Laramie Tunsil blocked Maris Leafau and Malik Hooker
Hell yeah.
at the same time.
That's good tanking.
Like okay, he was legal man downfield, but he blocks Maris Leafau and then he reaches out with one hand and just puts it in the chest of Malik Hooker and blocks both of them. Two professional NFL players are getting blocked by one dude on a play that resulted in the 77-yard touchdown.
That's been a problem all years, being able to shed.
See, that's great. That'd be crazy.
That is crazy to have two NFL players.
That's why he said at the end.
To get blocked by one person.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
You know what's funny about that?
It better be funny. It better be funny.
Blocked them both.
Okay.
Yo.
Okay, and then since we talking about funny,
No.
what the hell were the Cowboys doing with the fake punt in the first quarter?
That's comical. That is comical.
And I'm like,
That is
and
comical.
it's like, what are we?
Clarence.
It wasn't even close. You complete the. At least they complete the pass, okay?
Clarence, they suck. So they're like, hey, how are we going to do some stuff? And they had to try to do weird stuff.
That shows me you're a desperate team and feel like you're overmatched team, like you're.
They are overmatched. That's
like
why they
you're
did it.
Prairie View going against
Texas.
Texas.
Why are you taking shots at Prairie View?
I didn't mean to. I was trying to come up with somebody else.
That's messed up.
But I'll do
I don't
respect.
appreciate what you're doing to my HBCUs.
You should have went to Abilene Christian.
Abilene Christian.
It actually
they
is.
took Texas Tech to the wire this year.
We should have beat them. We dropped the game winner twice.
You know, I'm just saying.
I wanted to go to an HBCU, and I don't appreciate you disrespecting my school.
You would have got a grant too. You'd have got like a scholarship.
Really?
Yeah.
You got some DEI.
You'd have got some
You'd have been
DEI.
DEI.
You'd have been DEI.
You would anyway.
I'm pro DEI
The fact
right
that you're
now.
fake punt on your own 30 in the first quarter of this game, like you're desperate. You're like, I'm overmatched. I got to do something. And you complete the pass, which was shocking. But it's short of the first. Like, what the hell are you doing?
You ready for my fun stat of the day?
No.
It better be fun.
Oh, I think it's fun. So
That's gonna be your or else.
if you had to list 5 things in a lost season that you were looking forward to going into that game, like the debut of the guy you traded for has to be one of them, right? 11 dudes caught a pass, including Wanye Thomas. Mingo didn't. Jonathan Mingo didn't. All right. Coming up next, why this is going to be the hardest 7 weeks of Jerry Jones' life. We're going to do that on the Cowboys DLLS podcast.
And I know that we are here and we're making fun and we're making jokes about the NFL season. And it better be funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you still have a chance to get out there in the world and see some games. Download the app, Game Time app. Use the promo code. You're on camera. You're on camera. Use the promo code DL.
I missed you.
To get $20 off your first purchase. Listen, the season may not be there for the Cowboys, but it is there for other sports. You got the Stars. You got the Mavs. You have who else we got here?
Going to the Mavs?
Mavs tonight.
The Wings got the number 1 pick. We're going to get Paige
Paige
Beckers.
Beckers. Let's go.
That's
That's
exciting.
See that? So listen, download the app, Game Time app. $20 off your first purchase. Hell, look at tickets, see your seats, go to a game, go to a show, get out the house, breathe a little bit, touch the grass, or like old man said, get it out the dirt. Do whatever you got to do, but do it on the Game Time app. What time is it?
Game time. Now, if you want to get, if you had enough, if you were getting it out of the dirt and you kept bringing that dirt into the house, now your floors are messed up. Hit up our friends at Empire Today. And at empiretoday.com/DLLS, you can get $350 off. That is the hookup. And now you guys know me by this point. You know what kind of floor I like?
Yeah.
I like the wood.
What?
I like the wood floor.
Wood floor on this show, baby.
Give them the wood.
But I don't care what you're looking for. Wood, tile, laminate,
Vinyl.
carpet.
Vinyl.
Our guys at Empire Today will take care of you, and they curate their selection, so you're not out here getting, slappy stuff, and you're not out here trying to spend $1 billion. No, you're trying to get the right thing for the right price, and our friends at Empire Today will take care of you. They can get you wood. They can get you right. So check out our friends, Empire today. Schedule a free in-home estimate. All listeners can get a $350 off discount when they use the promo code DLLS. Restrictions apply. See EmpireToday.com/DLLS for details.
Speaking of dirt, as my dad used to say,
Clarence?
my dad used to say,
I'm going to teach you to broadcast in a second.
Yes,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead. No, I'm going to teach you to broadcast in a second.
What's your daddy say?
What's your dad say?
Better be on top of the dirt than the dirt on top of me.
Facts. You don't want to be dead.
Facts.
So here's the thing. Joe's here in a second. We do a show, and the breaks are 2 minutes on the dot. And because I'm a quarterback, natural host, I smash that every time, and I hit it on the button, right?
Cooper Rush quarterback, Trey
Thing
Lance
is,
quarterback.
I'm Cooper Rush style.
Okay.
I'm more of a Jameis.
30-30.
It might not be the cleanest operation, but you're going to have a good time. So the breaks are 2 minutes, and the reason that they're timed out so specifically is because we're also about to be on TV, and when we're on TV, they're going to play different commercials than we do, which means we're going to come back from break, and the first thing that they're going to hear after seeing a Honda commercial or something is you going, speaking of the dirt. And we weren't speaking of the dirt on TV. So when we come back from break, you have to shut your mouth.
Remember that whole meeting that we were in?
I know, but we
when
were talking
talked
about dirt before that, though. And so it wasn't necessarily tied to...
It was a callback.
It wasn't necessarily tied.
It was an on-air callback.
Could have been a callback.
Yes,
Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily tied to that commercial.
That's fair.
Okay?
That's fair. Everybody, welcome back, Joe Hoyt. Let's go!
I got that rang.
Right.
I got that rang.
Cowboys will never get one, but Joe got one.
Oh,
Damn, they got tied.
that went from whoop.
Zach Martin won't have one.
Damn.
Joe got one.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Joe.
Thanks. I did a really good job of unplugging over the last 2 weeks.
You're on the
and-
show. You don't know what happened.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I got a lot of texts.
better
It
be
better
funny.
be funny.
It better be
funny because I got
Better
a
be
lot of
funny.
texts, and people would be like, yo, just letting you know the sun was an issue again. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. Be like, yo, an offensive lineman tried to run the ball and fumbled. And I'd be like, oh, okay. Then the same guy texted me, yo, an offensive lineman tried to run the
this
ball and
is
fumbled
funny,
again.
It is kind of funny.
It is fun.
A lot of shit happened,
Yeah.
and nothing changed.
Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah.
We are right back where we were 2 weeks ago. I feel like, what year is it? I kind of
Yeah.
came out of Jumanji. We're right back.
Yeah. And you're going to be kind of new to the bit, but yeah, Jesse started doing the thing because Clarence starts a lot of
it better
sentences with what's funny,
Yeah.
and Jesse called him out and was like, and just
Never
started stopping
funny.
the show, and he's like, if it's not funny,
I'm going to pinch you or punch
you
you.
better stop saying
And,
that.
and you know what's funny, Joe?
See,
What's up?
and he
You know
always
what's funny?
it better be funny.
You're new to this. Don't be pinching me. Men don't pinch. Okay? Stop it.
Pinch.
Anyway, you know what you're new to this beat?
Well, what's up?
You say the exact same thing has been the exact
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing.
For years.
I've been for 30 years. Exact same thing has been the exact same thing. 4
What-
playoff wins, unfulfilled expectations.
Yeah.
It's the Cowboys way.
What would you tell first year on the beat, Clarence Hill reporter, if you can go back in time?
If I go back in time, when I joined the Cowboys,
Drink
after
more.
they won three
Z-Biotics will be a thing.
Super Bowl titles, I'm thinking I'm going to be going.
Yeah.
Then the first, I'm thinking, Troy's still there, Emmett's still there, Michael's still there. I'm going to be covering a winning team.
Yeah. Hell yeah. How'd that go?
I'm going to be covering Super Bowl.
Yeah. I think we're going to be at the Super Bowl.
I'll be telling first year Clarence, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? They tell the
It
they
is
tell-
very
funny.
I know. they tell guys like when you enter like guys for the Chiefs,
Oh, yeah.
right? They'll tell guys from the Chiefs like this ain't normal. Like you expect it. Like you go somewhere else, you ain't getting that love you get for the Chiefs. Like you understand going to the playoffs and Super Bowl every single year.
Didn't Marino go to
It's
the Super
not.
Bowl like his first or
first
second
year
year?
lost. In,
You know
never.
what's funny?
It better be
I swear
funny.
to God.
Jordan Lewis is in the locker room this year talking about these guys aren't used to this. We've been a winning team. We've been used to 12 wins. They don't know what this is like. The fans out there think you're not successful because you only got one playoff win. Be like, these guys aren't used to this losing. This losing around here.
Yeah, so
And
Jordan's a normal human like me. He's
Right.
not a weirdo like you.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like, yeah, we're winning 12 games. We're playing in the playoffs. We have a crack at it each year. That's the way he's viewing it, like a rational human. Whereas
Yes.
you're viewing it as you guys suck, even though you're going 12
Well,
and
that's
5.
why most people
Yeah.
outside, they don't give them any credit for the 12 and 5 because Kansas City
'Cause those people
got 2
didn't
Super Bowl
get out the
titles
dirt.
and they got 1 playoff win. And, Mike McCarthy couldn't even get a damn coaching extension because 12 and 5, 12 and 5, 12 and 5, winningest coach the last 3 years other than Andy Reid, he can't get a coaching extension.
Yeah, because he's not very good.
Well, because he didn't win the playoffs.
Sure. Whatever.
Hey Joe,
Hey, what's up?
was you knocking the stuff out that muffin?
Jesse!
Huh?
Joe, did you lose your virginity?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
30, Jeff.
You know what I'm saying?
You said Joe was a virgin till he
30.
got married.
you
Was
know
he
what
a
I'm saying?
30-year-old virgin?
No, it was not a 30-year-old virgin.
Did you come back to the States a couple pints lighter?
Stop it. That's disgusting.
You know, I just cracked my back, and maybe that's telling. So,
Oh.
Wow.
Wait, you guys have been living in sin?
So,
Not
I
me,
know
him.
you ain't talking about nobody.
I've never been
living-
married.
I know you ain't
I
talking.
don't live in
Jeff.
sin.
a ring.
Right. That's why I was asking. Like, that's
Forever.
really exciting. You got to take a crack at it.
What kind of Matthew? What kind of
Yeah.
shade did
Oh,
Dalton
yeah,
show?
yeah,
So
yeah.
Dalton Schultz
Dalton
this morning
Schultz
on
was talking
Twitter.
trash.
Oh, let's go, Dalton. I love Dalton.
Dalton Schultz
As
on
he should.
Twitter this morning. He has 2 cups of black coffee
Wow.
in glass mugs.
Yeah.
And he comes in, whether it's like milk or creamer, he pours one into it, and it says the Houston Texans. And then the other glass he pours in it, and then so like we pours the creamer, and it goes from black to like that tannish kind of color.
Yeah, so you see the
It
writing.
says,
in
it says the Houston Texans, and then he pours in the other one, and that says are the best team in Texas.
Well, yeah.
That's
He's
tame.
not
That's,
wrong.
that's, that's,
I know, this is
that's-
still early morning shade.
yeah.
There's no chance he knew how to do that. To shout out to Laurel, his wife, who
She was
obviously
laughing in the
made that-
background.
Okay, yeah.
She was laughing in the background.
The Schultz is a
Yeah,
good preacher.
I was funny. It was funny to me.
Damn, he knows
Okay,
this one's not
okay.
funny.
When, you remember
Oh,
he
that was
caught
good.
one pass and like 10 Cowboys hit him? I was like,
See, that was
he
actually
laughed.
funny
He
to
laughed.
us.
He was
Yeah,
like,
that was
he was
funny to
like,
us.
I was like, what you say about them tours?
I
What you say about them tours?
That was funny. Do more of that.
Most of my stuff is funny. I'm good.
There was nothing more funny than Jerry making a joke about tearing it down when anyone mentioned curtains, and then God tried to tear his stadium down. Like, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, that's
God-
hilarious.
They're in
God-
a wild place.
God said, "Bet."
Yeah.
That ripped off a piece of the roof.
You had to
That was
get it
awesome.
out the dirt.
And speaking of Jerry, we're here now. Jerry is this morning on the radio, flagship radio station. He, to me, officially put Mike McCarthy on notice. You know, after the game, he's been saying all the right things. They're not quitting on him, and I like Mike McCarthy. But this morning, took no ownership of himself and how he built this team. He said they will be judged on the outcome of the season. No one's happier how we're playing. This team is about parity. You should have a 50-50 chance every time you go out there, no matter who you're playing against.
Yeah.
And what we're doing and how we're playing is not acceptable.
That
And-
first sentence that you used, that it will be judged, was the same words that he used in the meeting when he fired Wade Phillips.
Yeah.
He talked
Really?
about it.
McCarthy's fired. They just
Yeah,
don't have anybody to
we
put
know
in.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's weird that we're in. Sorry to cut you off, but it's weird we're here.
It better be weird.
It is weird.
That's all he was saying is that it is.
It is.
That was the standalone.
It's
Said
it's
it's weird.
it's and this is the thing I kind of like after taking 2 weeks off and like literally I had fans every time we said like, oh, you know, in the
Your
Sandals.
PTO is cooked. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, it's done. It's
my
done.
bad.
But we were at Sandals and like all of a sudden they'd be like, where are you from? And we're like, oh, from Dallas. And they'd be like, oh man, the Cowboys. It's bad. Or then we'd run to the occasional Texas person who was a Dallas Cowboys fan and they'd be like, I need 2 weeks away from this team. It is bad.
Yeah.
And like, long story short, like, what this is the thing with Mike McCarthy staying. We're choosing to just, and I know there's no other person to replace him with, right?
Yeah, that's the hard
But
part.
we're just choosing to just stay in this and just live in it and be in the mud rather than get out the mud. What's up?
Shout out to Joe. He was at Santos. He wasn't at no cheap thing. Santos, you know, did you go to hedonism?
No.
Wait a second.
Yeah. Oh, that was Joe. What you were knocking the stuff out? You know,
You know what they tried to get me to
say
do?
that on air. Don't-
Hey, you know what they tried to get me to do?
Bad. Hedonism is not bad to me.
You know what
In
they
the
tried to get me to do?
What
in
they tried to
the
get
They
you
tried to
to
get me
do?
to do a timeshare.
Did
But I said, I'm not going to chill.
Timeshare
you out.
Oh, they trying to get you. I trying to get you. Man, was that Santos, man? Ain't no cheap.
Clarence, do you have a shirt on under your hood?
No,
Yeah,
that's what he was
he
doing in the
does
ad
it.
break. He
Why
was going
are we
like
doing
this.
this?
Are you raw dogging?
He's raw dogging.
Why do you keep
Damn,
doing
it's
that,
so
man?
Nasty.
The
Stop
Cowboys are
doing
staying
that,
the same
man.
and Chill's staying the same.
So anyway, the whole point of the segment, which actually, I want to go backwards.
Are you raw dogging under your shirt?
Well, yeah,
but that's a shirt.
Oh, no,
But that's
no,
a
no,
shirt.
No. You raw dogging.
I mean, it's almost like a pullover.
No,
type
Jesse
shirt,
had
but
like
it's a
3
shirt.
T-shirts the other day. He had the little, what do you call it?
shirt.
A shirt.
A
You
shirt.
can't call it the other word.
A shirt. What is that? What is that at the top? Do it again.
That little dirt, that little
Is
that
that
dirt
hair?
spot. Yeah, it's a little hair.
I don't have very many. Can you zoom in? I don't have very many. I'm not much of a man.
Oh my
Yeah, so I
God.
just got a couple. Just a couple.
He says,
That's why I
please.
shave it. 'Cause I
Like,
only got
a little
couple.
fire starter right there. It's like,
Kindling. Got some
kindling.
kindling.
Hold on. Bikini bottom 69 Captain Sex
What?
says, please. What is going on? Is that bikini bottom?
This segment has been wild because we're trying to talk about how bad.
I told you I'm Jameson.
Yeah. But it's just crazy because it's like
I go full Jameson.
this is where we're at though.
Bikini bottom 69. That's not a man.
This is where we're
Captain
at.
Sex. I bet it is.
Bikini bottom is a man?
I bet $20 that's a man.
Bikini bottom.
No woman is making
Bikini
that
bottom.
username.
We
That's a
need
dude.
to know.
That's a dude.
Man or woman, bikini bottom. Man or woman.
That's a dude.
or whatever your pronoun
Or
is.
whatever. You
Well,
know,
he's a captain.
Whatever your
It's a
pronouns are.
It's a cap.
Whatever your
captain.
whatever your pronouns are.
let's change the question. What are you?
What are you? What do you
Um,
identify as?
So I'm so tired of Jerry rant, so I don't have the energy for it. But I will tell you, like his whole talk about it's 50-50 and it's parity. You read me the full quote earlier, Clarence, and part of it was you're supposed to be able to get these guys in the draft and off the waiver wire. And I
Yeah.
was like, full stop. Yes, Jerry, you guys suck because of that sentence. And you did it on purpose. All he has to do is be honest with his fan base and say, we were going to suck this year. We didn't plan to get hurt. We were hoping that we would have our defensive ends.
He can't say that.
We knew we were going to say. He said it though. He said it once when he said Dak's going to have to do more with less. Like he
Yeah,
let it out
but-
a little bit, but now he's going back to pretending they had some sort of expectations. This season was a setup. If he
Listen.
wanted to be honest, he would say, "What we did is we chopped down the books. We intentionally didn't sign anybody. We're getting ready to eat some money. We're resetting our salary cap so that we can try really hard the next 4 years. We did not try this season, and that was me deciding." That I wasn't trying this season, but instead it's we're going to hold people accountable. We're going to hold. There's one person accountable for this roster, and it's you. You did it on purpose.
You.
Stop pretending it has anything to do with anyone else. You conceited effing psychopath.
I thought you weren't
It's
going
you.
I thought you weren't going to rant.
It was always you.
It was always you.
Mike has
Let him
not
cook, let him cook, let him
changed.
cook, let him
Mike
cook.
McCarthy has not changed.
Let him cook.
It's the exact same coach. You had the
Go off,
exact
King.
same quarterback. You lost 9 starters and you replaced this many of them.
Go off,
That
King.
was you. You psycho. Stop pretending it was anyone else.
No
Weirdo behavior.
No energy. Huh?
I thought you weren't going to
No
rant.
energy.
I didn't mean to.
better
No,
be funny.
it's okay.
I didn't
Like,
mean to.
No,
better-
it's okay.
It's okay.
And I want everybody to know that I say that
All due respect.
with all due
With
respect.
all due respect.
With all due respect.
And with all due respect, Bikini Bottom says you're right. He's a straight white male.
Yeah. See, yeah, that's my people.
And you would know.
Jeff is tanking the segment. Make sure you're watching
I'm
Kevin
not
Gray
sure he
Sports.
spelled straight right. Is that how you spell it? Oh, okay.
It's-
That's short straight right there.
Yeah, short straight.
Short straight white male.
Hey,
Uneducated white man. No, I'm sorry.
please hit the like button while you're here and be subscribed. We sure do appreciate it.
If you're not
Please do
having fun
support.
this morning, I don't know what the hell you're doing. We're
I
having
don't know.
fun,
We
man.
having fun. You
We
gotta
having
have
fun.
We gonna have
We've
fun.
hit the delirious part of the
That's a
depression
fun show.
stage.
We're trying to get to 11,000 subscribers. And if you could help us out by telling your friends
Tell your
and your
friends.
family, that would be great. Tell your hate groups online, just whoever you got.
Don't want to be associated with hate groups.
Oh, I think we could block them
Ever.
from commenting at
Ever.
least, and they'd still have the subscriber. I don't,
Untapped market.
I don't know. We're down bad. I forgot where I was going.
break.
Yeah,
Break. It's
coming up
time to break.
next, it's a Tote That Thing Tuesday.
Dump that thing.
I dare you in the chat to find something you want them to carry over from this week to next week when the Commanders are going to beat the Cowboys by 50. It's next on the Cowboys DLLS Podcast.
The holiday season is here. Gift giving time is around the corner. Do what's right. Give a gift, a sporting gift, a bobblehead,
Oh, bobblehead, yeah.
a jersey,
Yeah.
a blanket,
Friendship
a
bracelet.
mug, whatever it is. There's a one-stop shop for you to go.
Yeah.
Go see our friends at FOCO. They got everything that you need
Yeah.
to supply your holiday needs for your friends this season. Look at all these bobbleheads. We got the Dirk bobblehead. Here we go. We got Texas.
Oh, that's
Clarence.
Texas.
Well,
You're not gonna
all this
remember
other
where you
stuff.
got this
yeah,
stuff from. You
Yeah,
should
that's
just
all
leave it
good. We just
alone.
put it back anywhere we want. And we're even going to save you some money. There is 10% off that you can get. Go online use the promo code DLLSFoco.com, and you can get set up for something special.
They got Christmas sweater T-shirts.
They got Christmas sweater T-shirts.
Yeah.
I'm an XL. Buy me one. Foco.com. DLLS is the promo code. 10% off is what you get. Go there right now, and Merry Christmas.
XL, huh? Kind of hefty.
Medium.
Let's talk about our friends at Roback as well, who I love very much. They have wonderful clothing for you. DLLS Cowboys 20 is the promo code that you need at Roback. DLLS Cowboys 20. And that's a lot of things to remember, but it's also in the description of our video, so you can always find all of the promo codes for all the things that you need. Roback is activewear. I love the performance polos. It's wonderful for the golfing. They're great looking. Good fitting, performance polos. Collars don't lose their shape. They got solids, classic stripes, fun prints. They got performance hoodies that are designed for comfort and built for activity. Moisture, wicking, and breathable fabric, of course. They got your everyday shorts that are super versatile. You can wear them with polo untucked. You can wear them with a T-shirt. Do whatever you want to do. Elastic waistband. It's great.
You can raw dog it.
You can. Promo code DLLS Cowboys 20 at Roback.com. Get you 20% off. Check them out. They'll have you ready for whatever travels or activities you have. All right, so we got rules.
We do.
We got rules on Tuesdays on the Cowboys DLLS podcast, and it involves this football. It's a football. A football would be a soccer ball. So this is a football, but very small.
Are you going to Brian Anger that thing?
Brian, throw it to somebody? Yeah. Throw it very short.
Yeah,
that's my plan.
Yeah.
My plan is to not try to achieve a first down and throw this thing. So we like to tote that thing on Tuesday. It was a way better idea when we didn't know how the season was going to go. Because it was like, you could pick and choose from all the things that went really well that you would like to see carried over from week to week. And now that they don't do anything well, it becomes, you have to be way more creative.
Yeah.
So if there's anything you would like to see toted forward, you let us know in the chat. And we're going to start by welcoming back Joe Hoyt. And say, Mr. Joe Hoyt, please tote that thing.
I'd like to make an amendment.
He's going to tote forward not watching the game.
Last 2 weeks, pretty nice Sunday and Monday. I'm making an amendment here. I think instead of tote that thing, I want to change it to tank that thing. I think that we check Tankathon and we see exactly where the Cowboys at. I think 9th currently.
Yeah,
we're
9th.
One win out of, they do games behind in baseball to see how far you are.
Yeah.
One game back of the #1 pick.
Game and a half. But we do have the second best winning streak / losing streak in the league right now at 5. We're crushing.
You know what I like about Tankathon? It kind of gets you to think the opposite, right?
Yeah, because it's in green.
Yeah.
Lost 5 in a row is in green.
It's good.
And if you've won, it's in red.
But, we're getting close. I'm going to have a story later today on how the Cowboys, mathematically could get a top 5 pick. And, they haven't had that in a while. There are some really good candidates out there. Travis Hunter in a Cowboys uniform, I think, would be tough to pass up.
Oh, my God.
I think that'd be sick. There's some good talent out there. You get an edge rusher opposite Micah Parsons maybe to kind of team up those two for the
Penn
future.
State's got another one.
Penn State, a little Abdul Carter maybe.
Got
go with
another
Micah
one.
Parsons. Long story short, I know that Cowboys fans. I think there's been a shift. Cowboys fans want to lose. I think moving forward. I think
70% are on our side now at least.
70.
At least.
That's a lot.
I think fans that go to the game want to still see a win. When they're there, you get in the vibe, you get the environment. For the fans that are showing up and not those empty seats. But I think a lot of fans are ready to tank that thing.
I'm going to make a poll from the DLLS Cowboys account on Twitter at DLLS_Cowboys, or I guess on X. Are you on Team Tank or do you want the Cowboys to win?
Elijah, somehow, some way, next week, we got to take that tote that thing graphic, do a red marking out of it, and then right over top of it, tank that thing.
No.
Well, we're still gonna be toting it, but it's gonna be an abbreviated version of tank that thing for the rest of the season.
You see that right there? I'm gonna run a QB keeper.
Ooh,
if you don't mind.
Okay, Lamar Jackson.
Just because I'm proud of my people in the chat and I want to recognize them early because there you have the same thing that I have. So I'm just gonna go I'm gonna do the great Brett Favre, who completed his first pass in the NFL to himself.
Well,
and I'm just gonna feed me.
Jeff Kavanaugh.
Tote that thing.
All right, the Cowboys got a real good bit going 2 weeks in a row. I want them to continue it against the Commanders. And so it's just a matter of which player. So the best bit that is currently going with the Cowboys is offensive linemen trying to get their shine on when the ball hits the ground.
Yo,
Terrence
please.
Steele tried 2 weeks ago, but Hunter Lipke, unfortunately, was kind of in the way, and his foot kind of messed up his pickup. Otherwise, Terrence Steele was planning to turn that corner, stiff arm somebody, hit a juke, R1 or something, and go to the house. That was his plan.
I
Didn't work out.
blame you, Marcus Spears. You put that damn segment, big man balling, and these big men have lost their damn mind.
Yeah, it didn't work out. And then this week, it was very impressive work by Tyler Guyton, who got beat for a sack, but ended up with the ball. And he was ready to go full Derrick Henry. Like they see, like 250-pound running back can do. Like what can he do? I'm way over 300. I'm untackleable. And so Guyton was like, bet.
And Petrie was like,
Yeah.
Bet that.
where are you
He's like-
going?
And Jalen Petre's like, I'm
Stop.
100 pounds lighter. You don't move real fast. You have no clue what you're doing. I'm going to smack you. And Guyton, unfortunately, he also got hurt when
He
Petre
did.
hit him. So let's just thoughts and prayers, peace and blessings.
Mike, he hurt.
Ego.
The other one.
And then he fumbled. And so the guy who beat him for a sack then got to pick that back up and go score. And so I would like to tote forward offensive linemen trying to get their shine on because one of these weeks is going to work. Now, Martin's hurt. We'll have to get an update on Tyler Smith's ankle, but BB's healthy, I think. And so this week, I would like to see after the first sack fumble, Cooper Beebe scoop that thing, hit a spin move, one hurdle, and see if we can get to the house.
How many yards? Be
Beebe?
reasonable. Be reasonable now. Like, listen, I got caught at 77. Give the big men a little bit of a reasonable distance that you think.
That's a
they
long
can-
runway.
So in
77
this
is a long
world,
runway.
That's a,
In this world,
Okay.
the way that the play works out, the ball bounces in a weird way.
Mhm.
BB's out
Ball
in front of
is
the
tipped.
play, scoops it up and turns. Everybody involved in trying to hit the quarterback is behind him and
Mhm.
doesn't have momentum going this way. Can I put all the players behind him somehow?
I want him to carry one guy into the end zone. Right? Like
I think BB can
let's-
gain 3 yards,
Oh,
from the
3.
moment he picks it up. I think he could get 3 yards.
Okay. So this
And I'd like to see him really reach to try to
Yeah.
get to 4 yards of carry.
Oh no,
No,
this
I
makes
don't wanna see
here's it
that.
makes perfect sense.
I don't.
He's gonna snap it to Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
And Cooper Rush for the third time
Drop
is gonna
it.
look away before he actually
Oh.
catches the ball.
BB comes back.
And what happened when he looks back, he kicks it by mistake as he's trying to pick it up.
So BB goes snap, and then it comes back to his hands, and he's up and gone.
Sure.
Y'all's imagination
Sure.
is scary.
So now I got him shaking the middle linebacker, a little left jab going right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Possible.
Juke
Very
stick,
possible.
Juke stick, yeah.
Safety thinks he's got a good shot, but
He don't.
BB's a pretty good athlete, and he gets him a little off-centered, drops the shoulder, bow, he's done, and it's a clear path to the end zone. I'll say he gets caught in 11 yards by the backside corner,
I like it.
You know what I keep
who
hearing?
strips the ball.
Whoa.
The other corner
Whoa.
picks it up and scores.
You know what I keep hearing every time I saw those clips? I kept hearing the ball is tipped.
Oh,
And there you are. You're running for your life. You're
The
a shooting star.
That brings
I
tears to
was-
my eyes.
One shining moment.
What
Okay.
song is that? I was literally thinking when I hear it, I think about like Scooby and Shaggy. When they, how
Roro.
they start running, but they're not really running.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
running in place. That's what I think about.
I like that. And with that comment, you've earned the ball.
Oh, thank you
Oh.
so much.
So Aisha, please
Tote that thing.
Thank you.
Take that.
On a serious note,
take that thing. Happy Thanksgiving.
The only thing that I would like to tote into next week is seeing Kevontae Turpin run more slants.
They're going to run slants.
I'm talking about him.
Okay.
You have not seen him run a slant. I don't even know if that's been in his route tree and what are some of the things he's been doing, but we got to see him take it to the house. You talked about him being
The
the
fastest
fastest-
ball carrier in the NFL since week 2 of 2020 was Turpin on that slant.
22 miles an hour.
It's 22.6 or something.
Yeah,
And you
he
get a
was-
clean
he fast.
runway.
Yeah.
Keep going.
He fast.
Yeah, he's been better as a returner this year. I think his vision has improved this year
Got his
in
eyes
general.
fixed.
He's been better as a returner this year. But since you were talking about McTankathon and all this stuff,
You can't just make
Kid,
everything.
you-
Because like you started doing it last week and claimed you've always done it, and that's not true. You
I've
started
always
last week.
said
You
Mick.
can't get just
Barnacles.
bring in them new mix.
well, McTankathon,
Okay.
and seeing what he has is going to be important because Joe mentioned to me before the show, he's a free agent this year.
Oh,
for
he
this
go.
season.
Here you go.
So even as a returner,
I mean, if he's going to come back for the league minimum, this is the Cowboys.
we'll see. But
Yeah, this is Cowboys.
regardless,
Someone's going to pay him. I think,
it was nice to see
to be a
him.
returner.
It was
see
nice.
him do something fast, the release off the line of scrimmage.
It was
so.
teach tape. Like it was legitimately
Shook
teach
the
tape.
crap out
Like,
of
It was sick.
It was
It's sick.
like
Get him leaning, waste no
Who's
time.
that, Okuda?
Yeah, it was Jeffrey
Okuda
Okuda.
was inside leverage. And like even at the snap, Okuda turned his butt inside like, oh yeah, I cannot let you inside because I literally have no help inside. And it was slow off the line, and it was transition from slow to speed. And Jeff went to go open his hips and run because when you line up against Turpin, the first thing that comes to your mind as a DB is speed. So you automatically think he's going to run vertically. He made him cross his hips. He came back underneath. The ball was on time. And once you get that is like literally a receiver's dream.
Yeah.
To catch a slant, and usually it's either catch a slant, come out the backside, or catch a slant and split the two safeties. Like that is the ultimate dream from a receiver. Like, and then to go 64 yards for a touchdown. It was teach tape worth.
And you
really
get
stuff.
those chances with the current Cowboys because it's very much the Tim Tebow Broncos where Demaryius Thomas won a playoff game just running a slant.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're playing man.
Yeah.
They ain't worried about you, Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
So beat them off the line, give them the ball, and go.
Yeah.
We'll have some chances.
Please.
May I have the ball, please?
More of that.
That was
Okay,
good.
there you go.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Mr. Jesse Holly, please. Tote that thing.
Someone said they have all fell into your trap of foolishness.
What?
I don't ever want to see that again.
What?
Bench chirping.
fair.
You have
That's fair.
rubbed off on people.
That's fair. Here is the vote on DLLS Cowboys so far.
That's crazy.
94.4% of Cowboy fans want them to lose.
Oh my God.
Take that thing.
Oh my God! All right, for me, I'll stay on a positive note as well.
It better
Sometimes positive things happen from a loss. Like in this game, I even had him as my X factor. Jake Ferguson went out with this game with a concussion, and you started to see a little bit more of span forward.
Yes.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be tight end number 2 going forward, but it was good to see him get into the game, had some really good blocks, caught a couple passes. Now, and this I'm stealing this from my good friend Scott Walker. How I watch games now, I don't watch it in a tankathon mode. I'm not in that. I'm not in that mode.
You don't know how fun it is.
I'm not in that mode.
It's so fun.
But-
it's hard to switch back is the hard part. You
But
do
I'm-
next year and you're like,
100%.
wait, I forgot. No. We want to win.
I'm watching in a mode now where I'm saying, all right, let's now look at these other pieces that may be able to help us in the future. So looking at a Brevin span forward, and wanting to see the positive things, out of that. To see a player like Wanye Thomas get some burn in there. So just now trying to look at those younger guys who didn't get much snaps this year, and they'll probably get some snaps, especially the way that the injury report will look. 18 players last week, probably be 25 this week.
Right.
And so now these players that are getting an opportunity to play a little bit, it's kind of just carrying that, giving these guys some reps, and hopefully to see them do some good positive things in the future. So that's what I'm
That
totally
was some
into.
good,
I agree.
Yeah, that was
clean,
awesome.
professional.
Schoonmaker as well. Want to add, had some nice contested catches. I don't think the blocking was as good.
What do you
but
think about Schoonmaker?
I think he's trash.
I just wanted to hear him say the word.
Why did you want to be? I was
Oh, the
positive.
setup. Yeah, you were good.
It was my fault. I
It was
shouldn't have brought
positive.
up.
Why
Good.
you had to say the name? I have to go.
I shouldn't have
I have to
brought
go
up.
to Jesse's Schoonmaker catchphrase.
I shouldn't have brought up.
Trash.
You know the other thing about those guys though? They're cheap and they're on the contracts moving forward. So
Yeah.
You can find him on the corner where Clarence hangs
I
out.
do think that feeding Schoonmaker is a good plan the rest of the way.
is that tank,
No,
Jeff?
that's not.
Yeah.
There's a problem. There's a problem, y'all.
Yeah. Coming up next, what is left for you to look forward to in this Cowboys season? Is it Trey Lance time? All the things about the Cowboys is next on the Cowboys DLLS podcast. Also, we appreciate all of you who are here and do hit the like button and the subscribe button when you're watching our videos. That is very helpful for us. We appreciate you very much. If you want to step it up to the next level, though, we'd love for you to go to alldlls.com and sign up to be a diehard. What that gets you, you know that we have podcasts and live shows for every team every day, post-game shows, but you get access to the premium written content that's for members at alldlls.com. You get 20% off the events that we're putting together. Oh, we're going to have some things for you. Kick-ass merch for all of your teams, which I'll sport some tomorrow. I forgot to today, but I'll sport some of the merch tomorrow. We
Yeah.
got some good-looking merch.
Well, not tomorrow.
I'll sport some merch on Thursday.
Thursday.
Sport some merch on Thursday. Free shirt when you become a member. Out of that merch store, you can see one of them right there in the lower corner right there. I don't know how to point to the right. Nope, wrong way. That one over, down there. So yeah, see, it's not as easy as you think. Working with Vach in the post game, he knows YouTube and graphics. Like he's just pointing to stuff, and I'm like, hold on, which and I'm like Ricky Bobby and everything. But yeah, the merch, free T-shirt, members only Discord server where we all hang out. All those things can be yours if you sign up to be a diehard and support us in that way at ALLDLLS.com. Oh, you get the carrying card.
Come on.
Yeah, you get your diehard carrying card, which I still don't have. GM Ben, if you're watching, I would need my carrying card.
We need carrying cards.
You got a mouse in your pocket? I said, I need a carrying card. I ain't worried about him.
So much for being a team.
No. We are a team. It's like that card goes in my wallet, not our wallet. So, like, let me get that. That would be good. Are you guys ready? You ready for Trey Lance? Or are we still not there?
I thought that Cooper Rush.
Say it.
He played better than what he played better than what he played last week.
That is definitely true.
It was ugly in the sense of
he could have had. He had 49 passes.
No. Yeah. First of all, it's way too much passing. He's passing behind people. He's putting some guys in some not safe spots with some of his passes. I thought he was more on time to, at the first half of the game, but I think he did, despite not being that great in spots, I thought he gave them a shot in some areas. The offense was moving in spots. No,
I agree. Like I even tweeted out during the game. I was like, I'm about to be like Captain Obvious. I was like, Cooper Rush is playing better than he did a week ago.
Yeah.
Like, not to be Captain Obvious, but I also will say that his receivers, his pass catchers helped him out as well. Like they were attempting to get open. They were giving him their numbers, and he was delivering them. And they were making plays. They were taking small gains and making them big gains. Like I said, the Turpin slant. That's a teach tape release, and he put the ball on him as you needed to. And anticipation was good, and he took it to the house. So there was some plays in there where he played well. I think maybe this is like with any quarterback, but like you just felt it with Cooper Rush. Like he started passing the ball around, then he got comfortable, right? He started like fade away, throwing balls back behind him.
He was this close to 5 picks.
Yeah, he was like fading right.
Stingley could have had 4 picks.
I was like, man, get the ball out of his hand. This thing, he Brett Favre out here right now.
I mean,
that's not. Yeah, he played better than last week, but he didn't play winning football. The Texans dropped 5 picks. And everything was at the line of scrimmage.
But you also couldn't run the ball at all.
Yeah.
They didn't try to run it. I mean,
they did.
Well, I think that's why you were able to have like Cooper Rush in 55 attempts can get to 350.
And it was 39 after 3 quarters when the game was 1 score.
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't like the game was a blowout. You just had to throw it to catch up. But it was 39 after 3 quarters.
But I think that's because Cooper Rush is in the game. Like the way that you're going to get defenses playing is they're like, I dare you. Like we are going to keep Rico Dowdle at 2.80 carry. You're not running the ball.
When he had success years ago, and it's years ago now. Let's be honest.
Right.
It wasn't recent.
Yeah, they could run. They could block.
Because he managed the game. He was a bus driver. He was not throwing the ball over the ballpark. Yeah. That is not the way you win with Cooper Rush.
Right. The Texans aren't going to let you win the other way.
Yeah, but
they're not going to let you run it on.
Him having to throw the ball, and so you saw some of the things that happened. Yes, he had some success. He got the tight ends involved like never before. Schoonmaker had the game of his life. It's not winning football.
Well, they also didn't allow you to. They also were just daring you to take deep shots. And he
didn't throw the ball down the field.
Push the ball downfield at all. I mean, we've seen Trey Lance's deep ball accuracy even so too. So it's like I'm pretty sure they're just going to stick with Cooper Rush right now.
Yeah, I mean, Mike said it. We're trying to win. I know you guys talked about the young guys, the seeing young guys, and at least as of last night, our focus, according to Mike, is to win, do whatever the case to win. It's not about evaluating players, not about getting young guys. He's going to put the best players on the field that helps them win.
What is he supposed to say?
I agree.
But I also think it's true.
No, I agree.
He's getting fired.
Because he don't want a lose. He's not trying to evaluate. And Jerry said last night, even today on the radio, that Cooper Rush gives us the best chance to win, and it's about trying to win a game. They don't want this lose. I mean, I know it's fun to tank, but the players and the coaches, nobody wants to end the season on losing streak. They trying to win as much as
is not about players.
No, I know, but what I'm talking about from their point of view, and I know you said what he's supposed to say, but he's not trying to evaluate. He don't need to see Thomas play.
No, but we all know that he don't make those decisions anymore.
As of right now,
He
Jerry
ain't
wants
even
to
making-
win too.
No, he don't.
They do.
Jerry's looking up and down and saying,
If he does, he's incompetent. in
Well,
every way.
we already know that. And then speaking of that, I mean, the Jets fired their GM today. Okay, he just got fired
Did the
15 minutes
Cowboys
ago.
fire in theirs
Because that's
today?
what happens.
He
when
just,
it's not good.
they just fired the GM, but
Surprise.
Jerry
That's
see,
hilarious because
I mean-
Aaron Rodgers is the GM.
well,
They
exactly.
fired the GM.
But I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it's not in Jerry's mindset. Hey, we need to lose so I can get a top pick. Jerry looking at them empty seats. He looking at them booths. Looking at the way his name is getting run through mud.
He can take
And
a kicker
the
anyway.
Monday Night Football making fun of him at the stadium.
yeah, but there's
And
nothing he can do about that.
I
now.
understand that.
So for him, it is evaluating. For Jerry, it is
They
evaluating.
should
going
be
forward.
evaluating.
It
If
should
they're
be.
not evaluating,
Not
they're wrong.
is. It should be about that for him. Whether it is or not is two different things.
That's the problem, though. It's not
It's-
about football.
It should be about
We
evaluating.
will shortly see.
I almost cussed.
Like when you see things like Damone Clark a healthy scratch, like that doesn't raise eyebrows to you.
Not because he ain't
Like-
played well all year.
Like what I'm saying
he
is
didn't
that
play at all.
it's
all year,
it's
really.
now about
He
getting
played
some,
well.
It's now about getting some of these other guys who may not have had a chance, who another guy was holding on to a roster spot, getting them on the football field. Let's evaluate them. Let's see how they're performing. Let's see what they look like. Out there getting some live reps. Like that. That's what the mode they're in now.
Yeah, and I think that's why
Should
they're
be.
going to stick with Cooper Rush right now.
Until Thanksgiving.
I don't
Can I-
like it.
Till after
but-
Thanksgiving.
Can I? Not that this is.
Hey, speaking of that, because I was going to say, let's bet on that.
Okay, I like
Speaking
that.
of
I
bets.
started a sentence, and Clarence decided he would rather do a sentence.
No. I just want
he
to
does.
get to
you, pal.
I'm sorry. I'm
no,
sorry.
It's fine. Go ahead.
Speaking of bets, this week,
When do we run?
Hold on.
When
Speaking
are we
of
running?
bets, don't you owe me too?
where are you from?
Don't you owe me a sandwich or something like that? You owe me lunch or something like that. You owe me. No, you don't owe me
He
no.
owes you some time.
You don't owe me
A
no
sandwich.
Where
time.
are you from? What bet?
We had a bet on some rushing yards. You owe me. Yeah, you
Which
owe
rushing
me.
yard? Which
You-
game?
you-
What are you
Jerry?
talking about?
You bet Clarence on one?
No, I bet
Which
him.
game?
We had a lunch game. We had a bet on lunch.
Oh, I'm out of my
Which
bet.
rushing
Because I
yard?
said I forgot what it was, but
You said like some godly number.
Somebody
I
will
said-
remember.
I said I talked about somebody was doing something rushing, and you took the bet.
I think that lets me out of my bet. He's
You
clearly
said it.
crawfishing
Let
on
me
a
say
deal
this on the mic.
somewhere.
You said it in cahoots.
He has
You know,
no
we
problem.
know we got a real bet with Jeff. Okay. You
Oh,
said he
so
trying to
yours don't
change
matter,
the
only mine
he
matter.
trying to change
You
the
owe me a bet
subject.
too.
You
You
owe
owe
me.
me.
He trying to change the subject.
Yeah, I'm
Now,
gonna
which-
get him a sandwich.
He's out there in cahoots.
I just want to
He's
say,
in cahoots.
I just want
Okay.
to say, you, one of y'all owe each other $20 too, because
No, 25.
that was
It
a man.
Yeah, oh, I told you it was a man.
No, we
So
said it
on
was
top
a
of the
man.
$100,
So you owe me money and
I
him a
didn't
sandwich.
bet on that. I
So
said it in the segment. It was
All
a
right,
man.
Clarence, what are you doing tomorrow?
Y'all lying.
Clarence, what's the Cowboys schedule tomorrow? You gonna be out there?
Yeah.
I'll meet you at the Star.
Yeah.
I'll put on my gear.
Put on your
I'm
gear.
scared.
5 flat, right?
No.
That's what it is. 5 flat.
Plus I got
We got after the
standard
show
25 already. I bought
before
it.
practice.
I'm honestly very
After the show, before practice, 1 o'clock
got
on the
on that
dot.
turf?
1 o'clock on the dot.
We don't have no show tomorrow.
No, yeah, we don't have a show.
Okay, 1 o'clock on the dot after practice.
1 o'clock on the turf outside.
Yes. Joe will be there.
Okay.
Jesse will be there.
I will be there, but at 1 o'clock I will be.
Good. You can't be
Let's
messing
do
up. You
that.
can't be pistol whipping on the time.
What time?
Joe's the
What
timekeeper.
time's practice? Joe's not the
You don't trust Joe? You don't trust Joe? Virgin Joe? You don't trust Virgin Joe?
What?
You
Stop calling him that.
You guys
Don't do that.
You don't-
have the same job, so you're around him. more.
You don't
So I
trust
think you
Virgin
could
Joe?
corrupt
You don't
Stop
trust Virgin
calling
Joe?
Jesse is a man of God.
I am.
He's a man of God.
He is
I am a man.
uncorrupted,
Yes, that's
and
right.
he will be
No,
honest.
y'all
on the
look
clock.
cahoots. Y'all look cahoots.
Okay, so what time's practice? What time's it over?
We'll be ready at 1 o'clock.
Let's say
But will we be
12:30.
ready at 12:30?
Let's say 12.
That's
No,
what
we'll
I'm
be on the practice field at 12:30.
And you won't be done till 2?
1:45.
What time do you leave up there? Can we do
4
it-
o'clock.
Okay,
Oh,
so
we
we
can
can do
do
it
that
at
too.
1:45?
4 o'clock, huh?
I'll meet you at 1:45.
No, they'll be going to the locker room by then.
Kevin said,
What Kevin say?
you doing your last show today.
DLLS. I'm not gonna die running. I'm gonna pull a dag.
I'm scared.
I have a convulsion
I'm
of the
scared.
hammy.
I'm nervous.
It's 4
No,
o'clock.
today I did. I lifted my legs up a little higher than normal while I was walking. Check. Felt good.
There you go.
I'm ready.
Brad the Rep. What did it say? Brad the Rebel says it was about the Rico rushing yards or attempts for the Steelers game.
Gotta get that
I
man
won.
his sandwich.
I won.
No, I'm super.
win?
I
You're the man
won,
saying.
bro.
No,
What was the bet?
It was a lunch bet.
What was the number of the bet? What did we bet?
$500.
No, it was lunch.
$250.
It was a lunch versus lunch.
Again, what were the terms of the bet?
Whatever the terms were, you were on the losing end of it. You were on the losing end of the terms.
Y'all ain't gonna hoodwink me. They trying to hustle me. You said they trying to hustle me?
I guess.
You know, that's what happens. Old people on Facebook head on a swivel.
They're gonna come get you. Hustle me.
I do have a question, though. I do have a question in regard to what is going on with Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. Going into next season, it's time for another backup quarterback.
Yeah, neither one should be here.
Neither one should be.
But that's
here.
also why Trey Lance should be playing. Because this should be is almost like a training camp. This is a competition to see if either you is my backup next year.
Right.
And they should both get to play. And I do think that this is where I wanted to go is I think we already know this. Unless you're incredibly unrealistic, people hold on to where people were drafted way too long. Like Trey Lance is not a good NFL quarterback. He's just not. But the level to which he must be so awful after seeing 2 weeks of Cooper Rush play the football that he just played, the fact that we haven't already heard that Trey Lance is the starter and that they're steadfast that Cooper Rush gives them a better chance to win, well, you couldn't get a more damning evaluation of Trey Lance.
You think so?
Yeah, that's one thing Jerry talked about already. They've seen Trey Lance. They know what he is. They know they have no impressions that he was the third overall pick.
Nobody. I'm just saying. I've been saying that for months.
Yeah.
They know what he is. There's no aspirations or I can't even think of the word I'm trying to use, but there's nobody thinking that he's the third overall pick. He's the guy San Francisco drafted.
Yeah.
They know what he is. And like as I've said before, in Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes rookie, he's not Patrick Mahomes, but there was buzz about it.
Yeah.
You know what this guy's doing.
You see
what this guy's doing
in practice.
There's been no buzz about people saying that Trey Lance got something in practice.
Yeah.
That Trey Lance is doing this. That Trey Lance is doing that. There's nothing about it. We didn't hear that last year. You haven't heard all that this year. So, yes, I get it that because we haven't, everybody wants to see him play. But to think that the Cowboys don't know what they have in Trey Lance, they watch practice every day for 2 years. They watch him in training camp because they know what he is.
And Mike McCarthy is a guy who comes from I'm a quarterback whisperer. I'm an evaluator.
Right.
This is what I cut my teeth on this league, being able to look at quarterbacks and how they perform. Like that's what he's been known to do. They have quarterback school before practice and things of that nature. Yeah. If he don't got no good eye, he can have an eye good enough to see that man can't play football.
And he keeps coming back to the guy that needs to play because he's raw. He remains raw.
Like you would. Dang, you took the words right out of my mouth. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Raw. He's stanky raw.
Yeah.
He funky raw.
Yeah.
He raw.
You be underneath them hoodies.
Yeah.
That's right.
No,
For
Jesse,
sure.
Well,
raw like that dog.
I was asking that
Gonna pet that
because
Raw like that.
You just gotta pretend they don't exist.
We got power. We got 10 seconds.
it's right.
That's what you were saying, Jesse.
Hey,
we
Stinky.
know, but
Hey,
it becomes
Stinky.
more surprising every week because you see Cooper Rush again. And it's just like, okay, what? But hey, here we go. We're partying. Thanks for stopping by. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Sign up at alldlls.com to be a diehard if you'd like. That sure would be appreciated. We love you. Remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through, so be kind to hamstrings, and let's see if we can get under a 5 flat tomorrow. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Or else, not a threat.
We all silly like the mayor.